Maybe we can make sandwiches. Just an idea.
Even they know no matter how small, you gotta fall and you gotta crawl. If you get caught in a fire, here's what you should know. Get down on your knees and you remember, please, to keep your body low. You just got to fall and crawl. That's all. And you get out of the fire. Fall and crawl. That's all. And you get out of the fire. If it gets smoky around you, so cloudy that you can't see, just cover your face and get out of that place and fall and crawl just like me. You just got to fall and crawl. That's all. And you get out of the fire. Fall and crawl. That's all. And you get out of the fire. It may sound crazy, but now like a baby. Get down on your knees and remember, you gotta fall and crawl. That's all. And you get out of the fire. Fall and crawl. That's all. And you get out of the fire. Fall and crawl. That's all. And you get out of the fire. Fall and crawl. That's all. And you get out of that fire.
Be cool, y'all. Smoke detectors off the roof. Just be cool, be cool, be cool.
It's that time once again for the most painful part of my year, Fire Prevention Week. Over the last 2 years, I have covered 2 films under the Be Cool About Fire Safety banner by Allstate Insurance. In case you don't remember or didn't see those episodes, here's a brief refresher course. FYI, they suck.
Yo, you're looking at the bomb diggity numero uno smoke detector.
Deputy Fire Marshal! Man, am I glad we called 911.
Yeah.
Cool about fire safety.
Answer it!
Now look at this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's terrible.
What would you do if you were on fire?
So for this round, I decided that I'm gonna mix it up a bit and do a film by State Farm which was released in 1990 called The Smoke Detectives. And before you ask, yes, this movie does have a celebrity guest star. This time it's Joe Flaherty as Count Floyd.
On video, scary stuff. Woo!
Now you may be asking, why is there a vampire in a fire safety video? Because it's October, fire prevention, vampires, Halloween, that's all I got. For those of you not familiar with the character of Count Floyd, Joe Flaherty created this character back on the TV show SCTV. Count Floyd was a horror show host for a show called Monster Chiller Horror Theater. The main punchline for the skit was that Count Floyd had to deal with a constant stream of bad, non-scary movies that he was given to show.
Count Floyd here. Saturday night, kids. Time for another Monster Chiller Horror Theater. We have Whispers of the Wolf. All right, it wasn't scary. The movie wasn't scary. Ingmar Bergman. Who booked Bergman? Who booked that film?
He would also try to sell various items for prices that he would just make up on the spot.
But look, if you're going to watch the movie in 3D next Saturday night, you gotta send away for your glasses. So be sure you send $27, $27 to me, Count Floyd, care of SCTV.
He also has a penchant for howling like a wolf. And now that we're all caught up on the backstory of this little gem, let's get into it. The video starts with some kid running with a bag that appears to be a bag of dog shit. Well, technically that's not true. It happens to be a bag of cookies.
My mom was making cookies.
What kind?
Oatmeal. Used to be late all the time.
Yeah, the kid sniffing the cookies, that is a little weird, and coming from me, that says a lot. Oh, and by the way, check out the way Cookie Sniffer comes running up the stairs. knocking to the music. Does he do this every time he comes up the stairs? Oh, and check out the Smoke Detectives. They have a corporate sponsor. Now let's meet our Smoke Detectives. We have Brian.
Carrie was late.
Bossy Boots. The third one?
Yeah. We haven't had a case since Mrs. Cunningham asked us to investigate the missing battery in her smoke detector.
And finally, Cookie Sniffer.
Maybe we can make sandwiches.
They have their own club where they teach people about fire prevention.
Well, why don't we start by reading the minutes from last week? Brian? We made the fire escape for the clubhouse, and didn't we? Didn't do anything.
God, this has to be the most boring town in America, or these kids have some serious problems. What would compel a child to spend all of their free time talking about fire prevention? The only thing that I could think of is that all four of them had some sort of life-changing event in the past involving fire that completely changed their lives forever. And now because of this event, they've sort of turned into a Batman-like vigilante that deals with fire. If that's a little too complicated, maybe an easier way to look at this is to compare these kids to the Goonies or the Monster Squad. But instead of doing really cool things and having adventures, they just suck.
What's on the agenda today? Agenda? List of things to do. Nothing. Yeah. We haven't had a case since Mrs. Cunningham asked us to investigate the missing battery in her smoke detector. Maybe we can make sandwiches. Just an idea.
Wow. Cookie Sniffer comes up with an idea to do something fun and he's shot down immediately. Talk about a cold group of people.
Hello, Smoke Detectives!
Smoke detectives.
I think I've got a case for you. There's something strange going on at the old Hollingshead house.
Looks like they have a mission. Time to go to the haunted house, but not before you break the fourth wall.
Hollingshead house! Hollingshead house! Does anyone even live here anymore? Yeah, I heard the Count still lives here. The Count? Maybe we shouldn't even be here.
Dude, they are a fire prevention version of Batman. They all have costumes. That's fucking sweet. I mean, not really. They kind of ripped these off from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but whatever. They get to doing what they're best at being. Little know-it-alls. But before they can actually do anything of importance, they are interrupted.
Everyone have their smoke detectors checklist? Check. Let's spread out. We've got a violation of Rule 12-3. Space heater too close to curtains. Fire hazard. Yeah, and I don't see a smoke detector anywhere. What was that?
Looking for the source, they find scariness on his bed. Actually, just the Count upside down.
Get me out of here! It's frightening! It smells bad, too!
Sorry to have frightened you, boys and girls.
Holy shit, you really did scare them, I bet. Because they look like the scarable types.
I must have scared you half out of your wits.
I thought vampires were supposed to sleep in coffins. Vampire? He looks more like he belongs in a cereal box.
Or not at all.
What are you kids doing here anyway?
We're smoke detectives. We gotta call about fire hazards in this house.
Like, Jesus, could Bossy Boots stick that in his face anymore? Does she really think that, like, she's some sort of professional fire preventionist? Are these kids even licensed to actually do this? Do they work for the county or the state government? How does one become a fire preventionist? I mean, if you look at it more pragmatically, they literally broke into this guy's house and started harassing him. Talk about a fucking witch hunt. Or maybe it's a vampire hunt? But seriously, these kids need to lighten up a bit. I think Odin Count Floyd at least has a sense of humor about all of this.
From whom?
She didn't say.
Oh, she? Must have been my mother. The old bat. Old bat. Old bat?
Wait, what the hell? That was funny! funny? I thought this was funny. What is wrong with these kids? How did they not find that funny? Fucking elitist snobs.
Fire hazards. That reminds me. Did you ever hear the story of the fire monster?
No.
Would you like to hear it?
No.
Yeah, I kind of agree with them. I'm not really all that interested.
Little liar.
Fine, tell your stupid story.
Anyway, wherever the fire monster went, there was fire. Especially late at night when families were sleeping, and then by the time they woke up, it'd be too late.
Didn't they have smoke detectors? Yeah.
What?
Didn't they have smoke detectors in their houses to warn them about fires?
No, they didn't have smoke detectors. Oh, yes, they did have smoke detectors. I stand corrected. They had them, but they were broken.
How come?
Because the batteries were dead.
This just goes on and on and on, and it goes nowhere. He says something, then the kids cut him off. It's like, just get to the point. Or let him get to the point. How about that? As the story proceeds and proceeds and proceeds, I think it's finally time to get to the next plot point, and it's product placement.
Head!
You're supposed to check them every month.
Check what?
The batteries.
Again, when they would wake up in the middle of the night and then run around coughing on the smoke in the air. Ooh, it was a horrible sight. They were coughing and choking.
But you're supposed to crawl along the ground.
Crawl?
You can breathe.
Very nice. Anyway.
I have never seen something like this. Usually when you watch a safety video produced by the company, it's not unusual to see their products in the video. But this has to be a first for me. To see another company advertising their product in a safety video is just like... yeah, like that. I think it's more likely that someone used it as a joke and put it there because the kids call him Count Chocula, so they wanted to have some frame of reference. That's what I would go with. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. It could have been product placement from Count Chocula.
Hey, what is that little one?
Yeah, where is Carrie? Probably looking for the kitchen.
Heebie-jeebies.
Well, we better look for him. Let's split up. Sarah, you go with Count Floyd, and me and Brian are gonna look around downstairs.
Okay, kid, come on. Let's see if we can find that little guy.
Way to go, Bossy Boots. She ditches the other girl with the dorky vampire so she can hang out with Brian. Why did she want to hang out with Brian?
Cowabunga, look at this!
Ah, that would be why, because by 1990 standards, Brian is one fresh dude. Do the kids still say fresh, or am I just really fucking old? So, how is the search for a good old cookie sniffer going?
Hi. Carrie, are you alright? Yeah, but it's scary in there. A bunch of old rags and newspapers lying around. Reagan beats Mondale. Who's Mondale?
I think that's what voters were saying in 1984 when Reagan blew Mondale out of the water. Do the kids even know who Mondale is? Do adults even know who Mondale is? Well, in case you don't know, he was Jimmy Carter's vice president.
Clean? Count Floyd never cleans. It wouldn't be right. Now get, you little rugrats. I've had enough of you. Just take a powder. Get lost.
Okay, we're out of here. But we're gonna leave the smoke detector's checklist and video. And we'll come back tomorrow to see if all these fire hazards have been taken care of. Or else.
Or else what?
Or else we'll tell your mom. Yeah.
My mother, no. She's a type A old bat if I ever saw one.
You know what? Fuck these kids. They break into this guy's house, they don't laugh at his jokes, and now they're threatening him. Count Floyd must be an extremely patient man because I would have already beat these kids and thrown them out of my house or had the cops called and had them arrested. Where do these kids get off? I have a good meaning to tell them to go Oh, talk time. Things that I wasn't missing in my life. You can go fuck yourself. Anywho, the kids leave and Count Floyd decides to get serious about fire safety. Ooh.
Here's a safe house at the fire department.
Ooh, clumsy exposition. Not a good sign. Wow, you never go into a burning building. Monster? He's no monster. He's a firefighter. Would you like to help?
It's the next morning and the smoke ass will show back up and find a whole new Count.
Everything's so clean. It even looks like he's taking care of the fire hazards we warned him about.
Fire hazard?
Count Floyd!
That's Firefighter Floyd to you, Chief Inspector of the Transylvania Fire Prevention Bureau.
Looks like he's got everything. Let's make him a smoke detective. Yeah. But the rules say he has to have his checklist signed by a parent. It's signed. It could be a clever forgery.
Forgery? I'll have you know I flew all the way to my dear, sweet mother in Transylvania to have that signed.
Wow.
You're telling me my arms are so tired I couldn't even fly off the handle.
Apparently Count Floyd can also break the fourth wall, but that's not important. Firefighter Floyd is about to become a smoke detective. Yay!
Guess we can give Count Floyd a smoke detective's badge now. Yeah!
Why, thank you. You're too kind.
And now it's time to bid a fond farewell to Count Floyd, because he's got other things to do that don't involve fire prevention, like making money.
But now, I must leave. You see, I don't like to be awake in the day, and, well, I must get my sleep. Well, good night.
Sweet dreams.
Thank you, but I prefer nightmares with scary ghosts and monsters that howl in the night. Oh! 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 Say good night. Oh! Oh! Oh!
But wait, trouble is in the air.
Well, what do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Anything. Maybe we can...
Smoke detectives!
Smoke detectives.
Oh, big problems in Pennsylvania! You better come quick!
Pennsylvania? As long as we're home by dinner. Here we go again.
Oh shit! I think we're getting a sequel! Never mind. And that was The Smoke Detectives. How do I sum it up best? I know. Look, it's not bad. There's nothing actually wrong with this film. It's just after watching the craziness from the last 2 years, this felt very mundane. Yeah, this had a guy sniffing cookies and a vampire who howls like a wolf, but come on. There's no rapping, no talking Cuban fire hydrants, no talking smoke detectors. There's no girl shooting green lasers out of her eyes. There's no cartoon people walking into a house and people thinking it's normal. And that's why Smoke Detectives just feels kind of normal. It's just crazy, but not super crazy like we've seen. So, till next time, remember, you better be cool about fire safety. Aight?
Oatmeal. Smoke detectives are on the beat. Smoke detectives live on your street. Smoke detectives know what to do. Smoke detectives, like me and you. If there's a fire, smoke detectives know the key to getting out is staying low. On our hands and knees, crawling on the floor. Before we open it, we feel the door. Smoke detectives are on the beat. Dragon beats Mondale.